Very good morning to all dear students. Yes, on the screen, by just looking at the formats, you can easily come to know that from today we are going to start long questions. As I said in my last session too, the question 7, exercise question number 7 should be completed from your end, because it's a kind of revision of chapter 4, evaluation account. Now, from this session, not in this session, but from this session, in each and every session we are going to solve one or another long question, which will give you 8 marks. Yes, but 8 out of 8 is extremely important. Okay? We are talking about 8, and coincidentally, even this is exercise question number 8 also. Okay? Without saying anything, because we have to spend maximum time in explanation and clarification of this long question, because it is for the first time we are doing. Let's go through the question. But before that, something related to long question. In almost each and every long question of admission of partner, we have to draw 4 formats. Which 4 are that? Which 4 formats? Very simple. Revaluation account, partner's capital account, cash or bank account, and balance sheet. Okay? About titles, see, this is not a shortcut of the titles, these are the valid titles. So in revaluation account, you are supposed to write just revaluation account along with debit and credit. In partner's capital account, there will not be any column for date, so particulars and partner's name, but do take care. Don't write short forms. Okay? Then cash or bank account, and then a balance sheet. About length. See, minute matters, if you understand from the first question itself, will be very useful throughout the chapter. About length. Revaluation account. Depends on the question. You have to go through the adjustments first. But then, revaluation account is approximately of 12 lines or somewhat like that. Yes, 1 to 12 lines. Partner's capital account. Again, approximately 10 or 12 lines maximum. Cash or bank account. Normally 5-6 lines enough. And balance sheet, approximately 15 to 18 lines. Is that clear? There is much minute detail we are submitting. Okay, how to solve the question? The method. First of all, you feel a bit silly, but it's a fact. First of all, must go through the question entirely. Read the question. In balance sheet, okay. Exceptionally something new, then it's okay. Otherwise, no need to go through balance sheet with ease. But go through adjustments. Do proper tick marks of the adjustments. Till this process, you are not supposed to draw any format. Okay? So read the question, take out the adjustments, then draw the formats as per the requirement. I am talking about length. Okay? Sometimes 3 partners are there and they are admitting 4th partner. Without reading the question properly, if you draw like this with 3 columns, then definitely it will be wrong. You have to suffer. You have to make all the corrections. Okay? So first of all, don't take even scale or classwork. Just go through the question with pencil and do proper tick marks. With pencil only. Okay? Even I am going to teach you that also. Though we learned these things in final account in last year, still in this lecture also we are going to do it the same way. Then, after doing proper tick marks, you are supposed to start solving answer. Okay, draw format and title and everything is okay. But then how to solve the question? That I will tell you later on. First of all, let's start with the process. I say, do concentrate in question itself. Do concentrate in question itself. It is question number 8 of your exercise. And you will be surprised to know that this question they asked in board 2018 paper. Yes, Gujarat board March 2018 they asked the same question. The question is somewhat like that. Abba, Bina are the partners of the firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:1. Their balance sheet as on 31/3/17 was as under. The normal balance sheet given to you. The normal balance sheet. In balance sheet, capital is given, general reserve, workman compensation reserve, investment fluctuation reserve, creditors and bills payable. On the liability side, see workman compensation reserve and investment fluctuation reserve. In my last session, in my last lecture, if you remember, we solved question 6. And I told you at that time also that this is really very important. Okay? So, if you are not having that concepts, do revise that lecture again. On the asset side, goodwill, land building, machinery, stock, debtors, less budget reserve, investment, cash bank and advertisement campaign expenditure. Here you have to check whether goodwill is given in the balance sheet or not. If it is given, it means it is old goodwill. And what to do about old goodwill? Yes, we have to distribute between old partners in old ratio. We are going to do the same thing in this question too. Now the exercise. Rushian will bring 1 lakh as his capital and 24,000 as goodwill in cash. Now, here by just reading the adjustment you can come to know that new partner bringing cash for capital as well as goodwill means he is bringing goodwill in cash. Okay, this is the situation of goodwill. Clear? Okay. What about the tick mark? First adjustment. If it is of capital or goodwill, you should take that adjustment itself because it is not at all connected with the balance sheet items. Okay? Next. Value of land and building is to be increased by 17,000. Do tick mark in land building. How we used to do tick marks? Yes. Do write second number with land and building particular. Okay, on asset side. Then value of machinery is to be decreased up to 32,000. In machinery, write 3 number. Provision for penalty is to be kept at 10% on debtors. In debtors, do a tick mark of 4 number. Provision for outstanding electricity bill is to be made 1,100. Now this outstanding electricity bill is not given in the balance sheet. So itself means on the 5 number of adjustment you have to do a tick mark on that adjustment only. New profit sharing ratio of all the 3 partners is to be kept at 2:1:2. 2:1:2. Again, itself, because new profit sharing ratio is not connected with the balance sheet given to you. Is that clear? Any problem? Sure. Okay. Now, what they say, prepare necessary journal entries and prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, cash or bank account, and balance sheet after admission. Okay? Here, at present, we are not preparing journal entry because in a single screen, it is not possible to cover everything. Okay? So, for this question, you can leave 2 sides for journal entries and then can draw the formats. Yes, because if they are going to ask, you have to do journal entry first and then the formats. So can leave first and second side for journal entry and then can proceed with the formats. Is that clear? Even we have to do some working note also. Okay? I will tell you later on. But the working note is of sacrificing because old ratio and new ratio both are given, and of goodwill. We are not going to find it out, but I always suggest to write journal entry of goodwill. Here we are going to write all the journal entries. So no need to give separate entries for goodwill. It will automatically it will be a part of regular journal entries. Okay? Is there any problem? Sure? Guarantee. So just draw the formats. Yes, I told you almost 15 lines, 12 to 15 for evaluation. Then almost 8 to 12 lines, 10 to 12 lines rather for partners capital, 5 lines or so for cash or bank, and for balance sheet almost 18 lines. Is there any problem? Sure? Okay. In that case, let's start solving question. Be ready with the formats. But a small suggestion, don't do anything with me. It's a first question. Try to understand the concept, aram se. Because not only the question, but the method is extremely important. How we are solving it. In different schools, in different institutes, they are solving the question by different ways. I never prefer it. I always stick to one particular method. And such a method where we are not going to skip anything. We are not going to skip anything. Okay? Is that clear? Let's start. Now one clarification from my end. Due to limitation of place, I may sometimes, exceptionally, I may write some short forms over here. Okay? But you are never supposed to do that. Because in your classwork, you are not having any problem of space related. Yes, one thing. For this four formats, always use two sides. On the first side, draw revaluation, put 3-4 line blank, and then capital. Okay? On second side of your paper, cash or bank for 5-6 line, put 2-3 line blank, and then balance sheet. These blank lines will be used as buffer stock. In case of emergency, we can use it. We draw 12 to 15 lines for this, but due to some corrections, we need 2-3 lines more. So if we keep 4-5 lines blank between these two, we can use it easily. Okay? And by leaving 4-5 lines also, you can easily cover this two in single page. At the same time, this two in another single page. Okay? Let's start. We are going to start solving question from liability side. From liability side. First of all, capital account. Do concentrate on here. Please do write with me. Capital account. Abba and Bina. 80,000, 60,000. In capital account, credit side, by balance, brought forward. By balance brought forward, 80,000 and 60,000. It's 80,000 and 60,000. Okay? Two old partners only. Then general reserve. Whenever tick mark of adjustment is there, we will do all the entries related to adjustment at the same time. But if there is no tick marks, with the use of calculator, we are going to do it very fast because we can save time for goodwill and other topics. General reserve, naturally credited to old partners in old ratio. So again, by general reserve. The amount is 18,000. The ratio is 2:1. So 12,000 and 6,000. Is that clear? Then workman compensation reserve. It is 4,500. Again, because no adjustment, entire amount credited. Workman compensation reserve. 4,500. So 3,000, 2:1 and 1,500. Clear? Old partners, old ratio. Then investment fluctuation reserve. 1,500. Investment fluctuation reserve. 1,500. So again, by investment fluctuation reserve. 1,500. Okay. See, one by one each and every item we are taking. Then creditors, liability side. As there is no adjustment, we are just going to write it in outer column. But do take care. Please do follow the instructions. That's why I'm saying don't do anything with me. Just apply your mind. Concentrate on me. How the professor is doing this. Okay? Then we are going to follow the same instructions. And have faith on me. Have faith on me. If you are having conceptual clarity and if you are not committing any creditors will get 100 out of 100. Yes, it happened in past. Okay, but the condition applied, no calculating errors and conceptual clarity. So try to follow the method in a normal sense. Creditors, but before creditors, let's write partners, capital, Abba, Bina, and Grushil. Only three names, nothing else. Three names only. Okay? Now why we are doing this? Why we are writing this? Because actually in partnership form, even in company also, but in company fixed format is there. In partnership form, they are not insisting to follow a format compulsorily. But naturally, liability side, actually it must be started with capital. With capital, okay? So we write capital first. Now, continuing with creditors. Can leave one line over here for emergencies. If any corrections is there, can utilize it. Okay? Then, creditors. Is there any adjustment? The amount is 28,000. Any adjustment is there? No. So directly 28,000. If any adjustment is there, we use to write in inner column, and then after solution plus or minus we will write in outer column. Normal pattern. Bills payable, again liability, again no adjustment. Bills payable. The amount is 12,000. Here we completed liability side of question. Liability side of question. Okay? Now from the asset side, goodwill 18,000. Old goodwill, always written off. We are not supposed to give any entry over here. We are writing it off and debited to partners capital account. To goodwill. Old partners, old ratio. The amount is 18,000. The amount is 18,000. Okay? So, should be obviously 12,000 and 6,000. Old capital rate, old P&L ratio and old partners only. Then land and building 72,000. Okay? Here 72,000. Because an adjustment is there, I am writing it in a column. They say in second adjustment, value of land building is to be increased by 17,000. By 17,000. Increase. So plus increased 17,000 total 89,000. Okay, just we do the total of this one. Now the important thing is about the second entry. You must do second entry at the same time. At the same time. Here plus where asset side. Straight means credit side of revaluation account. Try to revise chapter 4 or even question 7 we did. Buy land and building 17,000. Okay? Next, very simple. That is machinery, 40,000. Again, asset side. Machinery, first of all, do right. 40,000. In adjustment, what they said, machinery is to be decreased up to 32,000. So let's, you can write decrease, you can write depreciation. Up to means we have to reduce 8,000. Okay, 32,000 in outer column. Now, in previous question, in previous adjustment, they used the word by, and this in machinery adjustment they used the word up to. If by word is used, then you are going to add or less the same amount, increased by 17,000, so plus 17,000. Okay, but if they use up to, then you have to find the difference. Machinery is 40,000. They said decreased up to 32,000. Okay? Here, up to value is outer column value. So, value is 40,000. They say you have to decrease up to 32. Means you have to decrease 8,000. And in that case, minus, so cross means very, very simple. It should be on the debit side of revaluation account. To depreciation on machine, 8,000. Okay. Next, stroke. No adjustment is there on stroke. No adjustment is there on stroke. So directly outer column. The amount is 36,000. Then debtors. Again, first of all, we have to write the amount as usual. Though an adjustment is there, we have to write the amount 2,400. 24,000, not 100. 24,000. Now, listen carefully, it's a very good adjustment. Every time, even brilliant students are also committing mistake in this kind of adjustments. Three matters, again let me tell you. Investment fluctuation fund, workman compensation, and bad debt reserve. Question number 6. Yes, refer to 3 times. Here, bad debt reserve is given to this 2,000. But in adjustment, they said that provision for bad debt reserve is to be kept at 10%. Now, 10% you have to follow on this amount. On this amount. Okay? So, just check carefully what I am doing. Less bad debt reserve. No need to write adjustment or anything. 2,400. 19,600 is the outer column amount. Okay? Now here, you compare. You do one thing only. You compare your balance sheet debtors amount. You compare your balance sheet debtors amount, outer column amount, with this outer column amount. Balance sheet outer column amount is balance sheet outer column amount is actually it should be 21,600. It's 20. Balance sheet outer column amount is 22,000. And here outer column amount is 21,600. balance sheet outer column amount is 22,000, and here it is 21,600. So increase or decrease? Here it is decrease, minus usual. Decrease, so cross means debit side. So to that debt reserve into bracket 2400 minus 2000. This 2000 is already given in the question. This we find from the adjustment. So net amount 400. Okay. Now you can check the difference of debtors outer column amount of question and outer column amount of our answer. In question, outer column is 22,000. In our answer, outer column is 21,600. So net 400 debtors reduced. Okay, so that is reduced over here. Any problem? Sure? Good. Let's continue. Investment 8,000. No adjustment. Investment 8,000. Then cash or bank 2,000. We already prepared an account for that. So 2 is an asset, always having debit balance. 2 balance brought forward 2,000. Clear? And the last one on asset side, advertisement campaign expenditure. It is a kind of fictitious asset, and we are going to write off. On the debit side of partner's capital account to advertisement campaign expenditure. Old partners, old ratio, 2:1 is the ratio, so 4,000 and 2,000. Is it okay? Advertisement campaign expense 4,000, 2,000. See, you can remember like that also. That liabilities and whatever is given will be credited to partners capital. Like capital, like general reserve, like equipment, like investment, all. And if asset side item we are going to write in capital, it's on debit side, cross. You can remember like that also. Okay? Any problem? Here we completed the balance sheet given in the question along with all the adjustment entries. Here we completed balance sheet given in the question. Does not mean we completed the entire solution, but the balance sheet is over. Now it's a turn of self-tagged adjustment. Self-tagged adjustment. Now in this question we have 3 adjustments. One, that is of new partners capital and goodwill. Another of outstanding electricity bill. And the third one is of new profit sharing ratio. A very important matter. Take care. Except new partners matter. Like capital or goodwill or P&L ratio. All other adjustments should be solved first. Again, from self-tagged adjustments, here we have adjustment number 1, 5 and 6. 1, 5 and 6. 1 is of new partners capital and goodwill, Fifth is of electricity bill outstanding. And sixth is of new P&L ratio. So, as I say, accept new partner related adjustments. Means first and sixth we are not going to cover. We are not going to check at present. But we must solve outstanding electricity bill adjustment. Okay? Why is it so? Let me tell you afterwards. First of all, let's solve that adjustment. Here they say provision for outstanding electricity bill is to be made for 1100. Can I say that outstanding electricity bill is a liability? Is it okay? We have to pay where? So on liability side. Outstanding electricity bill 1100, and due to adjustment liability increase, so opposite cross, that is on debit side, to outstanding electricity bill rupees 1100. Okay, debit side of regulation account. Is there any problem? Sure. Now, left with two adjustments only. One, new partners capital and goodwill. Another, new P&L ratio. Is there any problem till this? Sure. Now let me tell you why we are doing like this for self-picked adjustments. In self-picked adjustment, again, we are not going to solve new partners related adjustment, but the other adjustments. Okay? Why is it so? See, here we did that outstanding electricity bill. Now, what we are going to do you know that? Except doing adjustments effect of remaining two, first I must say we should close revaluation account. Why is it so? Because new partners capital or goodwill is never connected with revaluation account. New partners capital or goodwill is never connected with revaluation account. So, friends, what happened? If you start solving that adjustments and somewhere, if you're stuck up in goodwill or new P&L ratio or like that, may be possible, time flies. તમે કદાચ goodwill, કદાચ new P&L ratio, કોઈ પણ જગ્યાએ, if you're stuck up, if you spend a lot of time, then it may be possible at the end, if you are not getting perfect solution for goodwill or new P&L ratio, you may leave the question once you check your wristwatch. Oh, I passed almost 10 minutes extra. Then you just skip this question as it is and move further on the next one. So what will happen? This format is entirely correct because new partners capital and goodwill is connected with this, never with this. So this format is entirely correct, but still you haven't do total and find the difference or anything. So if we decide to give 2 marks for this, 2.5 for this, 1 for this, and 3.5 for this. For example, bifurcation of 8 marks. 2, 2.5, 1, and 3.5. For example, in that case you can't get even full 2 marks of this. Yeah, overall you may get 5, 5.5, 6, whatever it may be. But this format is entirely correct. Still, you missed an opportunity to get full marks of this format. Okay? So always, new partners capital and goodwill as well as new P&L ratio must be solved at the end. Before that, all other adjustments and then we are going to do the total of revaluation and finding the difference. Here, credit side total is more. I know that still two adjustments are left, but not at all connected with this. Okay? Credit side total is more. So the same total on debit side. And find out the difference. Here it is 9,500. So the difference is 7,500. It is a profit because credit side total is more. And profit must be distributed between old partners in old ratio. So to capital account, profit we have to distribute in ABA and BINA. Okay? So ABA and BINA. 2:1. So 5,000 and 2,500. Net 7,500. Okay? Opposite entry of this by revaluation account, profit. Okay? Just do the opposite entry and you will get the final answer, that is 5,000 and 2,500. Is there any problem? Sure. Now what's left? Only two adjustments. Which two adjustments? Capital and goodwill. Okay? For capital, new partner brought capital rupees. How much? 1 lakh. Very simple. By cash account 1 lakh rupees. And in cash account opposite side, 2 loses capital, 1 lakh cash comes in, so it must be debited, and then goodwill brought in by Bushel is 24,000. So in cash account it should be on debit side. 2 premium, for goodwill account 24,000. Now the important thing, that amount we have to distribute between the partners, old partners. If sacrifice can be found out, then in sacrifice ratio or in new ratio, old ratio. So if possible, sacrifice, if not, old ratio. Take care. Here, by premium for goodwill account. Okay? Here take care. Due to limitations of screen, cannot do working note, but you have to find sacrifice. The sacrifice is 2:1. 2:1. Old ratio 2:1. A new ratio 2:1:2. So indirectly, even orally also we can find, which is not valid valid, which is not valid, reminder. But orally also, why? Because you check the ratio of old partners. Old ratio 2:1, new ratio 2:1, and when actually both are same, sacrifice also same. But orally, I'm just giving you a trick, so you can use it in MCQ or VSQ. But it will not be valid in long questions. So you have to do working note, old ratio minus new ratio, ABBA and BINA. By taking LCM, you will get 2:1 as sacrifice ratio. So this 24,000, you have to distribute between ABBA and BINA in 2:1. So 16,000 and 8,000. Okay? Premium for goodwill it is. Is there any problem? Check twice. If you do not have any problem, then indirectly I can say that we can complete the entire question at present. Means we already completed the question, revaluation account already tallied. Now it's a turn of capital account. In capital account, just do the total of credit side. Just do the total of credit side. One by one, please do take care. One by one do the total, otherwise it may mix up. 1,70,000 for ABBA. The same total actually on debit side 1,17,000, and the difference naturally 16,000. If you do that, you will get difference 1,01,000. To balance CF. Okay. Second partner BINA, the total is 78,500. 78,500. The same total 78,500. By deducting 8,000, it's very simple. You will have 70,500. And for Vishal, very easy to do. 1 lakh only. The same 1 lakh over here. Okay, nothing on debit side. So the same balance 1 lakh. Is that clear? This balance here is that closing capital should be transferred over here. 1,01,000 for ABBA, then 70,500 for BINA, and 1 lakh for Rochelle. Overall total 2 lakhs 71,500. Clear? That is 2 lakh 71,500. Now take care. Still this account is left. Nothing else. Only the total. Okay? 1,24,000, 1,26,000. The same total on opposite side, 1,26,000. The difference, 1,26,000 by balance carried forward. Okay, cash account is that, it's an asset. So on asset side, cash account 1,26,000. Check twice from your end. And here, only total left, that is 3,12,600. 3,12,600. Naturally, on both the side, it must be same. So with this, we are completing the solution of question 8. Yes, I know that. That still journal entries are left. We are going to solve it, don't worry. But check twice from your end about this whole formats. Okay? In next session, we'll solve journal entry and continue with the remaining things. That is next question number 9. But do try from your end for journal entries also. So till then, take care of yourself. Do go through the question properly because it's the first question. If having any doubt, you are most welcome as always. Take care.